Hello guys, this is your second Revit class. So in this class we'll be learning about basic modeling, generic modeling. So to begin with the class, let's go to models and click on new. In new, after you click on new project, just select architecture template and make sure you have selected the project and click OK. Once you have opened this Revit workplane, and then now let's open a 3D viewport. So you can just click on the project browser. Here you can just click on the plus sign to open the 3D view. Here you have to select the 3D view and give a double click. Like this, you can open the 3D view. And we also have alternate method for this. So the alternate method is in the quick access toolbar, you have a 3D view icon over here. You can just click on this view. Automatically, in a single click, you can open the 3D view. You have another method to open the 3D view. For that, you have to go to the view tab. In the view tab, we have here, which is known as 3D view. Just click on 3D view. Like this also, we can open the 3D view. So the easiest way is to just click on the quick access toolbar. Just click on the quick access toolbar for 3D view. Like this, you can open the 3D view. And now we'll see how to control the mouse. So to zoom in and zoom out, just use the scroll button in the mouse and you can roll the scroll button up and down to zoom in. Just on the scroll button in the mouse, just rotate this like this. If you roll down, it will zoom out. If you roll in, it will zoom in. Like this, just use your scroll button and rotate your scroll button to zoom in and zoom in. To pan, just click and hold your scroll button like this, and then you can pan it your 3D. So just click and hold your scroll button and move your mouse to pan. To orbit, press shift in the keyboard and then click and hold your scroll button. Now you can move your mouse button to orbit. So like this you can orbit. Just press a shift button in your keyboard and then click and hold your scroll button and then move your mouse however you want to orbit. So like this, we have to orbit. So after knowing to control the mouse, now let's start with creating a basic model. So to begin with the basic model, we have to go to Architecture Ribbon tab. Just select Architecture Ribbon tab. In Architecture, you have components. So select on the components here. Once you click on the components here, you have two options, place a component, model in place. So just select model in place. Once you click on model in place, this dialog box will appear, family, category, and parameters. Here we have to select generic models. So here we have a generic models. So click on the generic models and click OK. So now it will ask to rename it. You can rename the generic models or else you can leave as it is and click OK. Once you click OK, now you can see you have a different interface. Before you had architecture, structure, that kind of interface, but after creating a generic models, we have a different set of interface like create, insert, annotate, view, manage, add-ins, and modify. So to begin with basic modeling, just go to create. Here we have this set of tools like extrusion, blend, revolve, sweep, swept, blend, these kinds of tools. So we will learn what these tools are. So we'll explore about these tools in today's class. So first select on extrusion. Just in the create, you have first tool is extrusion. Just click on extrusion Once you click on extrusion, it will automatically come to the modify and create extrusion. So if it doesn't comes, you can just click it on the modify and create extrusion over the top. And once you come here, you have a set of tools here like a line, rectangle, pentagon, like this. So now let's begin with a rectangle tool. Just click on rectangle and here press shift and move your cursor to orbit it. And now click and drag like this to draw a rectangle. Just draw a rectangle. Once after you, I'll show you again. Just select this, press Control and select all the lines and press the delete button in your keyboard to delete this. Now to draw a shape over the 3D work plane, just select a tool. I'll select a rectangle here. Once you click on rectangle, just click and drag it like this. And now leave the click. Uh, Once you leave the click, you can adjust it however you want. So let's select any dimension like this, 6000 by 6000. Now again, give a click. So once you do again a click, you have already drawn the rectangle. Now this is a 2D. So now we want to extrude this from 2D to 3D. How to convert this 2D to 3D? For that, just give after drawing this shape, you have to go and click on the green tick. Once you click on the green tick, it will convert the 2D to 3D. Now you have these arrows, which is known as control points. Using these control points, you can extrude the shape. So I'm clicking on the upper arrow and just moving to extrude it upwards like this. And I'm clicking on this side arrow and just I can extrude on the sides like this. So like this, we have to draw a 2D and then convert it this to 3D in the extrusion tool. So if you want to delete this, just click on the object and press delete on the keyboard like this. So again, I will show now. Just go to create, select extrusion. Once you select extrusion, this will come to modify and create extrusion. Here you can select any tool like rectangle or pentagon or anything. Just click on rectangle, click, just give a click, and if you leave the click, you can just adjust however you want to give the dimension. Once you set a dimension like this by moving your cursor, and then again give a second click to complete the 2D shape. Once you complete the 2D shape, then you have to go and click on the green tick to convert this 2D to 3D. If you just give a green tick, now this will appear like this. Using these control arrows, you can extrude the shape like this. Just click and drag it like this. Just click on the arrow and hold the click button and just move it on this side to extrude this. So like this, we can extrude. So now if you want to, uh, so again, just click on this object. Now if you want to create some another new, like instead of rectangle, if you want to create something different shape, then again go to click on extrude. Here we have another tools like pentagon, lines like this. So now we'll see how to extrude a random shape by using a line. So here you can just click a line, just select the line tool and then click here, line. And now once you, after clicking the line and leave the click, you can just draw the line wherever you want. So I'm drawing in this surface like 9,000, and then I'm again giving a click here. Now you can just randomly draw over like this. Then again give a click and change it any other angle like this. Then give a click. Then again draw it like this. Just move your mouse button like this and give a click. Then again you can go and close this. So you make sure you close this properly. It's showing the endpoints two sides. See, it is showing me a line over here. But if I click over here, I cannot do a extrusion. I should always close this line to the endpoint like this. I have to close this line to the endpoint like this. Always make sure this when you use the line tool, it should always close the 2D shape. It should be in a loop. Then only you can convert this to 3D. So now I'm clicking on this endpoint. After that, now I got a complete closed shape. And then if I give a click on the green thing, now I will get the extrusion option like this. Now I can randomly create the shape using line tool and I can extrude it however you want. However I want, I can extrude it like this. So I'll show this again. See if I delete this, now if I go to create and select extrusion using a line tool, just select the line tool and then click here and just move your mouse cursor and then click and move randomly like this. Now see if I don't bring my cursor to endpoint but just leaving my click here, and now if I give a green tick, I have an open, I didn't close this line, but I have an open side here. So it is not proper. Now if I give a green tick, so I cannot extrude this because I have not closed this option. So it will show like this. So press escape. So I have to draw another line like this. Either I have to delete this line and redraw it from this endpoint to this endpoint. And then if I give a green tick, I can get a extrusion like this. Another thing is if I get a intersection line, if one thing is if I have not closed the 2D shape, I cannot extrude. I have to completely close it and make it as a loop, then only I can extrude it. Another error we'll get is if we get a line which is overlapping. So if our line is here, we have to close the shape, but if any line is overlapping on this shape, and then I give a green tick here, still I cannot extrude because this intersection should not happen. So I have to delete this, and then if I give a green tick, now I can make an extrusion like this. So another error will come when you draw a same line on the same above the same line. Like if you have a overlapping on the same line, then if you give a green tick, still there will be an error. So we have to avoid this. So we have to avoid this. For that, just click on the line, delete this, again delete this, and redraw a new line like this. And now if you give an extrusion, just give a green tick to extrude. Now we can extrude it like this. So using line tool also, we can create an extrusion like this. So I'll show it again. Just go to create, click on extrusion. Now just select any other shape like pentagon. And then we can also increase the sides by clicking here. Now if it has a 6 sides, you can change this to 8 or 5, however you want. And as we have a six sides, then I just select this tool, inscribe polygon, and then I will click and just move your cursor to give a radius. So now I'm giving 8,000 radius randomly, or you can just give any radius as you want. So now after deciding the radius, just give a second click. You have created the 2D shape. Now to change this 2D to 3D, we have to click on the green tick. Once we click on the green tick, we get this control arrow points. So just select on any arrow points to extrude it like this. So like this, we have to create the 3D shape styles. Like this, we have to do a basic modeling using the extrusion tool. In that, we can just select any random tool like a rectangle or polygon, and then we can convert this 2D to 3D using the green tick. Once you do this, after completing this, if you click on the finished model, you will come back to the normal uh, Revit workplane. So now you will get a normal architecture structure, ribbon tool, steel ribbon tools. So you will come out of the generic model. If you want to go into the generic model, then select this object, just select this model and give a double click on this model. Just select this and give a double click. Now you have already entered into the model. So just select this model and just give a double click. Once you give a double click, now you have entered into the generic models again. So like this, you can, uh, by clicking on finish model, you can come out of the generic model. You can see the difference in the interface. By selecting the model and giving a double click, you can again come into the generic models. So once you have completed this extrusion, now we'll see what blend tool is. Now we have learned what extrusion is. After the extrusion, we have blend tool. So now we'll learn about blend tool. Just click on blend tool. The difference between extrusion and blend is in extrusion, we have extruded the object using one profile, like a hexagon, like a rectangle. Using one profile, we have extruded. But in blend, we have to use two profiles. Any profile as per your choice. So first, once you click on blend, see, once you go to create, just come out of this, press escape. Just if you come out of this, just click on cancel edit mode. So now go to create. You can just select on the blend. Once you click on the blend, you will come to the modify and create. Here you have edit top or edit base. So now it is already in the base. If it is showing edit top, then we are on the base view. So once you draw a base of profile, then you have to click on the edit top. Then you can just draw a top profile. So first now we have to create a base profile. To create a base profile, just click a random tool, any tool here. I just select a rectangle and then I will draw a rectangle. Click here and just move your mouse cursor like this. And then again give a click. After doing this, now you have to select on edit top. Once you click on edit top, you will get, you have to select another uh, profile. Now I will select a circle here and then just click here and move it like this. Just click and move your cursor like this and again click here like this. Once you draw both profiles, just uh, click on the green tick. After clicking on green tick, you have an arrow. Just click on this arrow to extrude this. Once you click on arrow and extrude this, Now you can see we have blended two profiles. At the base, we have a rectangle, and at the top profile, we have a circle. So, like this, we have to draw the blend. Like this, we can use the blend tool. In extrusion, we just use the one profile and extrude it. But in blend, we have drawn two profiles. Base profile has a different shape and top profile has a different shape. We can also do the same with two same profiles. So now we have to draw a base profile. Just click on circle and click here, draw a circle, and then again give a click. So now just click on edit top. So in edit top, you can select the same profile but with different radius. So again, just click here to draw a circle and move your cursor button like this and give another click. After giving another click, now just give a green tick to close this. So like this, using the same profile, we can blend by just giving the different radius. At base, we have a different radius. At top, we have a different radius. By using the same shape, we can blend the objects like this as well. So this is what blend tool does. So after this, I want to tell you one more thing, guys. Till here, we have draw the objects in the horizontal surface. We have just drafted all the 2D shapes in the horizontal surface. But what if you want to work on vertical surface? For that, you have to change the work plane. So to view the work plane, here you have just go to create. So here we have one tab work plane. So in work plane, if you just click on the show icon, now you can see our work plane is in the horizontal surface. In the horizontal surface, X, Y direction, we have the work plane on the X, Y direction. But if you want to work on vertical surface, like if you want to work on vertical surface in the Z axis, then you have to set the work plane. So just again click on the show to come out of this show plane. If you just unselect this show plane, this will disappear. If you click on show plane again, the work plane will appear. So to disappear this work plane, you have to just click again on the show plane. So now it will disappear. But to set the work plane in a vertical direction, you have to click on the set. You have to go in the work plane and then just click on the set. Once you click on the set, or else you have to click on the set work plane or a pick a plane. Either like this you can go, or else just click on the set work plane. You will get a dialog box like this. So here you have to click on the pick a plane and then click OK. Now you just zoom on a particular object. If you zoom here and move your cursor near to this surface, you are getting a blue color highlight line on the work plane. So if I move my cursor here, I can change the blue color highlight line on this surface. So make sure on which surface you want to create the work plane. Now, if I want to create a work plane on this surface, by just seeing the blue color highlight line, after that, I just have to click on the surface. Once I click on the surface, now you can just click on the show work plane. See, I have made the work plane over on this vertical surface in the this side. So now I can just draw any shape on the vertical plane. So again, I will click on extrude and then I will select the rectangle tool. Now if I just click and just move my cursor like this, I'm able to draw the shape on the vertical plane. If I just give a green tick here, now I can also extrude it like this. If I want to hide this work plane, just go to create, just turn off the show like this. I can hide it. Now, if I want to draw the shape in a vertical, but not in this axis, but I want to draw it in this inclined axis. For that, again, you can go and click on the set, either by selecting on the set, and once you this dialog box comes, work plane dialog box comes, you can just click on the pick plane and click OK. So now you can see if you move the cursor near to the surface, your blue color line will be highlighted. If I move my cursor on this side, a blue color line is highlighting over all the surface. By just clicking on that, once I get the blue color line, and just if I give a click, now if I go and click on the show, now I can see the work plane is set it on this inclined vertical plane. So now I can draw on the this surface. So click on the extrude and give a random tool like this, and just click on the surface and just move the cursor to give a radius, and give again a click and click on the green tick. So like this, I can extrude this. So what if I want to draw over this vertical plane? So again, I have to do the same process. Just go to create, turn off the show plane. Either I can go and click here to set the plane, or else I can directly click on this set plane. I have set work plane or a pick work plane. If I click on the set work plane, the same dialog box will appear. Or else if I want to directly go on to pick a plane, instead of selecting work plane here and then selecting pick a plane like this and clicking OK, instead of that, if I directly want to go and pick a plane, I have to click on the set here and then just click on pick a plane. Now you can directly see, if I move my mouse cursor on the surface, the blue color line is highlighted where I can set my work plane. If I move my mouse cursor here, I can see a different uh, blue color highlight on the different surface. Now if I move my cursor here in this surface, you can see if I move my mouse cursor near to this line, I am getting a blue color highlight line. If I'm moving my mouse on this side, I'm getting a blue color highlight line on this surface. Now, to set a work plane on this surface, just I have to give a click. After that, just click on the show. I can view my work plane over here. So if you just want to expand this work plane, you have to just move your cursor near to the edge of this work plane and give a click. Now you will get these points on the four sides. By just clicking on this point and just drag it to extend the workplane like this. Just click on the circle and drag it like this to extend the workplane. So just go to create to draw any shape on the workplane. To even if it's not necessary to always show this workplane, you can just turn off the workplane, and now also you can draw. If you draw any shape, it will be drawn in this workplane. If I select on this polygon and just give a random click like this and give a green tick, it will automatically draw on that workplane. So now you can see I have drawn on that workplane, particular plane. So like this, we can draw the extrusion tool, draw the blend tool, and we can set a work plane on the horizontal or vertical. So again, if I was after I have drawn in a vertical planes, now if I again want to go back to the horizontal work plane, you can again go to create and just click on the set a plane, then click on pick a plane. Now you have to select the bottom points, like any of the bottom shapes. If I just, you can see the highlighting blue color line. So if I just click on any bottom surface, now I'm giving a click. So like this, I can change this to a normal uh, horizontal workplane. Just click on the workplane and drag it like this on the circle point to extend the workplane like this. So like this, we have to set a workplane. So again, go to create and turn off the workplane. Just click on the show to turn off the workplane like this. You can also change the viewport by just clicking on this visual style. You can change the style. So click on this. You have a wireframe mode. You can view it like this. If you give a again, you can just change the view style like this. See, shaded, consistent colors, realistic. So realistic will look different. It will, so always don't keep realistic because sometimes it might hang. So always keep it on the shaded mode like this. If not shaded mode, you can also keep it in a hidden line to make your work much more faster. So I prefer to keep it on shaded. And even here you have a detail level fine. So here if you just keep on coarse, it will look very rough. And if you change this to medium, it will look a medium thing. If you change this to fine, it will look fine. But now we are not able to see the difference. But in further classes, we'll see how it works. When we apply a materials, that time you can see the difference in coarse, medium, and fine. So till here, just try this out, guys. Take few minutes and try this out. After that, we will continue the class in few more minutes. Thank you. Okay, guys, now let's continue with the class. So, till now we have seen what extrusion is, and then we saw what blend is, and now we will see what revolve is, how revolve works. So, the main thing in revolve is you will have an axis. You will have an axis. I'll show you one. Okay. See, like this, you will have an axis. So, around this axis, you will have a profile like this. So this is the main axis. We have in Revolve, we have two things. One is the axis. First thing we have axis as a main thing. And around that axis, we will have one profile or shape, any kind. And that particular profile will just rotate around that axis in 360 degree. It will create a circular form. So once you create a profile and give a grid tape, it will just rotate around this axis in 360 degree and will create a form in a circular thing. like a donut or like a sphere, like that kind of thing it will create. So now let's see how does it work. Let's delete this and to just to draw a revolve thing, we have to work on a 2D work plane, like either in a horizontal work plane or in a complete vertical work plane. So for now, let's draw it in a level 0. So now let's click on the show work plane. Now we can see this is the work plane and just go to create. Just come out of this. Click on X mark. I'll just click yes. And now let's begin with a new revolve. So once you come to the create, just click on show work plane. So in the create, just click on the revolve icon. Just click revolve. And now you have two options. One is axis line and another is boundary line. First thing is you have to click on the axis to create the axis for the revolve. So just click on the axis and just draw an axis like this. Anywhere from here to here. Like this, you have to draw an axis. After just drawing an axis, now you have to click on the boundary line. Now, once after clicking a boundary line, now you can just draw anything shape. I'm clicking a polygon and now just I'm drawing a polygon as a profile like this. Once I have drawn the profile like this, then the next thing is I have to give a green tick on the finish edit. Just click on green tick and now go to 3D. Now you can see I have created a shape which is rotating on the 360-degree as a circular shape, but it is a polygon just rotating around an axis. So like this, we can use the revolve command. Now, if you want to, I have done this in a horizontal work plane, but if you want to do it in a vertical work plane, then you have to change the work plane. So now let's change the work plane. So just go to create and click on the show work plane and just click on pick a plane. Just click on this vertical plane like this. So once you do that, then again go to create. Now we have this work plane. So to work on the revolve, we have to go to 2D plane, 2D work plane, either in horizontal or in vertical. If not, we can also do it in a 3D work plane. So now the thing is, we have to select on the revolve in the create. Let's do this revolve command in the 3D itself. So just to understand it better, I'll change this 3D to like this. And then in create, I will select a revolve. After selecting revolve, the first thing I have to select is the axis line. So click on axis line like this and just click here and draw an axis line like this. Now we'll see after just drawing an axis line, now you have to go and pick the boundary line. Once clicking on boundary line, you have to draw a profile. So the profile can be using a line, we can also create the profile at randomly, anything like this. So the profile is now closed and now just click on the green tick and see. So here the axis was in the center of the profile and we created only on one side we created the profile And once we click on the green tick, that profile just rotates around the axis in 360 degree and creates a form like this. So this is what revolve is all about. So using revolve, we can also create a sphere, dome, such kind of things we can create using revolve. Now let's see how to create a sphere using revolve. So again, go to create, click revolve. First click on the axis. Let's draw an axis like this. After drawing the axis, just go to boundary line. And now to create a sphere, we have to draw only semicircle on one side. To create a sphere like of okay, to just create a sphere using revolve, we have to draw a semicircle around that axis so that once we give a green tick, it will revolve around the axis. So using arc, we'll create a sphere. So just draw a arc line here like this, and then you can just make it like this, 180 degree. It should show 180 degree, and then you just give another click like this. After that, we have to close this profile. If we don't close this profile, the sphere won't be created. To create the uh, sphere, we have to close this profile. Now we are in the arc command. We have drawn the arc, but to close this profile, we have to draw a straight line so that go in the tools and just click a line. By just clicking a line, we have to close this semicircle. Just close this semicircle like this, and after closing this, just give a green tick. Now you can see we have created a sphere using default tool. So like this, we can create a sphere using revolve tool. We can also create uh, different kinds of columns using this revolve tool. For example, let's go to create and just select a revolve. Pick an axis line. Just select on axis line and draw an axis line like this. Draw axis line like this. And after drawing the axis line, go to boundary line and then start creating. Just select this line tool in the boundary line. Just select this line tool, and now just start drawing half side of the column like this. And then now click on arc. Just make a perfect semicircle like this, and then again click on line. Randomly, you can create a, again just click on arc, and then let it be like this. Make it like this. And again now let's click on line. And draw it like this. And the end thing is we have to close this profile. To close this profile, you have to just draw and end this line with a starting point. So after closing this profile, now if I give on a green tick, see we have made a column. So like this, we can also make a column using revolve tool. So we can create any kind of columns, spheres, and even domes using the revolve tool. So this is how the revolve tool works. So after this revolve tool, we have sweep tool. So sweep and sweep is similar to extrusion and blend. So in extrusion, we just draw a profile, and then we just extruded this. In extrusion, we just draw one profile, and then we just extruded that profile. In blend, we just draw two profiles, base profile and top profile, and then we just blended this. But in sweep, it's like we have to create a path first. We have to create a path, any kind of path, and then we have to draw a profile, any profile like a circle or a square, and then we have to convert that profile to the towards the path. If you are creating a path like an arc and drawing a circle or a rectangle, that profile will just run around across the path. That is what sweep is. So now let's see what how does this sweep work. So in sweep you have one path and one profile, two things. So here once you go and click on sweep, so I'll show you again. Just click on the X mark and then go to grade and just click on sweep. Here you have two options, sketch a path and pick a path. Sketch a path is like you are going to create a path, you are going to sketch a path. So that is one option. Pick a path is like we have already created a object. So here we have already created a shape, one object. So in this, if you want to do a sweep, you can just click on pick a path, and then by picking on this, just clicking on pick a path, you can just pick the path on this shape. After that, you can just draw a profile, and then if you apply a sweep, the sweep will be done along across this hexagon. So that is what is pick a path. So that is what is a pick a path. But now we'll see what is sketch a path is. Sketch a path is like you have to draw a new path with the help of sketch. So just select a sketch a path, and first we'll change the work plane. So just click on a set a work plane and click on pick a plane. Make it as a horizontal work plane like this, and extend the work plane randomly like this. Now we'll see what sweep tool is. So again, go to create, just come out of this sweep command, click yes, and now let's again change the. So make sure you always change this work plane in the create tab. So in the create ribbon tab, you make sure you always change the work plane in the create ribbon tab. Now just select pick a plane and just change this to the horizontal plane like this. So once after doing this, now let's go to create and then just click on this sweep. So in sweep, we have two options, sketch a path and pick a path. So sketch a path is like you have to create a new path, and pick a path is like already which we have created a shape. In that we can pick a path and just apply the sweep. So now let's click on the sketch a path. Once you click on a sketch a path, you will have a line tool or tool or any tool that you can use. First I will select the arc tool, and then I will just draw an arc like this. I will just draw an arc like this, and after that drawing an arc, I have to just give a finish mode. Once I give a finish mode, then now I will get a plus kind of symbol here in the path, and now I have to draw a profile. So profile here you have to select a profile by sketch. So you have option, just make sure you have selected it as a by sketch, and then you have to just click on the edit profile. Just click on edit profile. Now here you will get a work plane. Here you have to just draw a profile. So here you can just select a circle or any other rectangle, any other tool like polygon. Just draw a profile like this. I will draw a profile, let's say like this. And after just drawing the profile, I have to give it green tick. Now both path and profile is completed. After to make this profile run across this path, you have to give again a green tick. So like this, we can apply the sweep command. Like this, we can just utilize the sweep. So this is how sweep works. So this is the SketchUp path method for the sweep. So again, let's create a sweep. Again, I will show how to create a sweep. Just go to create and click on sweep. Once clicked on sweep, you have two options, sketch a path and pick a path. For now, we'll see how to do sketch a path. Click on sketch a path and now using line, just draw a random path like this. And after just drawing a path, now you have to just click on the green tick. After clicking on green tick, you will get a plus sign on the path. There you have to draw a profile. To draw a profile, you have to just go and click on the edit profile. Here we will be having by sketch and then you have to just click on edit profile. Once you click on edit profile, you will get a work plane over the plus sign. And here you can just draw any tool, using any tool, you can draw a profile. Now here I will draw a rectangle. So I'm drawing a rectangle like this. After drawing a rectangle, I have to give a green tick. Once I give a green tick, now I can see my path as well as my profile. After seeing this both, to just apply the sweep command over this path, I have to again click on the green tick. So like this, you can see. Now turn off the work then. Now, now you can see using arc I have created one sweep and using a line, a zigzag line, I've created another sweep by using a rectangle. So like this, we can work on the sweep command. So this is what sweep is all about. Now we have seen what extrusion is, we have seen what blend is, and then we have seen what the revolve thing is, and now we have seen what sweep is. So in sweep we have another thing which is a pick a path. So now we'll see how to do it pick a path. Just click on pick a path, pick 3D edges, click on pick 3D edges, and here you have to just pick. So this is a 3D object. So I will just click on, I'm just picking a path. I will select this path and then select this path, this path, this path, this path, and this path. So I have selected a hexagon over here. And then after selecting a path, just I have to click on the green tick. Now I'll get a uh, profile over here. So now after I'm getting this plus sign, I have to draw a profile in this. So just you have to click on the edit profile. Once you click on the edit profile, now you have to draw a profile over the path. Now you have to just draw a profile on here. So to draw a profile, let's draw the profile using a line. So just click a line and then select this, just click here and draw a line like this and then draw a line like this, draw something randomly like this and just draw something randomly like this and then change this to arc and draw arc like this arc like this, and then change again this to a 9 like this, and then come back to this portion and just close this profile. Just close this profile coming ending to the start point. After closing this profile, you have to just click on the green tick. Then you will see we have just picked the path. Using the pick path, we have just picked the path one by one around the object, and we have using edit profile, we have just drawn a profile, and then we have given the green tick. Now, just to view this working sweep around the path, we have to click on the green tick again. Once you click the green tick, now you can see how the sweep is working around the object by pick path option. So this is the second method of sweep. One method is a sketch a path. Using creating a new path by sketching, we can apply the sweep. And another method is to pick a path along the 3D object which you have already created. You can just pick the path one by one. If it is square, you can just pick a path one by one, or a polygon, also same thing. If it is a circle, you can just click on one click, the whole circle will be selected. And then you have to draw a profile. And after drawing a profile, just you have to click on the green tick, the sweep command will work. So this is how the sweep thing is, guys. So in this class, we have learned what extrusion is, and then we saw what blend is, we saw what revolve is, and now we have seen what sweep is. So that's all for this class, guys. In the next class, we will see what swept blend is, and then we'll see what void forms is, and we also see detail about the sweep thing again. So for this class, that's all till here, and we'll see in the next class, guys. Thank you.